Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Denver Nuggets in Game 2. Great win for the Clippers to get a 105-102 win, and this series has definitely so far been the best in the first round. Amazing game tonight. Kawhi Leonard with amazing performance. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray had great performances. James Harden, not that much of an amazing performance, but Aviza Zubac was really good for the Clippers tonight, and Kawhi was really good, and they had other help tonight. I mean, it's not like Harden was bad in this game tonight. He just wasn't amazing like he was in Game 1. But when you have Kawhi Leonard, who almost put up 40 points, and the Clippers only had 105 tonight, and that was good enough for a win, that's pretty good. And so, the Clippers played really good at the end of the fourth quarter, and it was a rough start to this game for the Clippers in the first quarter, but an amazing second quarter for this Clippers team, and a balanced second half helped the Clippers get a win. And honestly, I think you got to feel really good for this Clippers team. Tied one apiece going to Los Angeles for the next two games, because the Clippers are a team that played really good at home this year. And some of their role players played better at home. And I think that crowd, when we see, Game 3, Game 4, that LA crowd's going to be fired up. And that's going to be hard for Denver to go out there. I could see Denver getting, here's my prediction. I think Denver's going to at least get one win in LA. But the good thing is, compared to if they would have lost this game, there would have been trouble, because then you're in pressure to win both games at home. And I know that's not that bad, because they're so good at home. But if you don't win both games at home, then you find yourself down 3-1. If they would have lost this game tonight, but that's not the case, because now if you don't win both games at home and you only get one, then the series is tied. But then you got to go back Game 5 in Denver. So I think the best thing for this Clippers team would be win both games at home. But it's not you have to win both games at home, because they've shown they can play good basketball in Denver, to the point where I think if the series was tied at 2 apiece, things would be good. But yeah, what a game tonight! What a series so far in the first two games. I think I think it's going to be like this the whole series. I don't know if we'll see nail-biter games the entire series, but I don't think you're going to see blowouts. So I think this is going to be a fun one. But Kawhi Leonard was amazing tonight, 15 for 19, 4 for 7 for 3. He just wasn't missing. 39 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 rebounds. Here's the thing. Kawhi Leonard, at the 9-minute mark of the fourth quarter, he only had one miss. And at the time, I believe he was 12 for 13 at the time when that second miss came. And the only miss he had through the first 3 quarters and the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter was a three-pointer that was in and out. And really all 4 of his misses that he had in this game were, maybe there was one miss he had where it wasn't close, but most of his misses tonight were shots that really could have gone in. Kawhi could have potentially had a near 50 piece in this game tonight. It was unbelievable. This is, I thought, some of the best basketball I've seen Kawhi Leonard play in a long time, in the last couple years. And I think if Kawhi Leonard plays like this, and you have James Harden play a little bit better, I mean, James Harden's not going to do what he did in Game 1 if Kawhi plays like this, but James can play better basketball with Kawhi Leonard playing like this. If that happens, the Clippers are a dangerous threat. They're a dangerous threat to win this series, and honestly, do I see them beating the Thunder in a potential series? No, but they are a threat to the Thunder if Kawhi Leonard plays basketball like this, and guys like Harden, Zubac, and Norman Powell show up as well. The Clippers could find themselves to the Western Conference Finals. Do I see that happening? Probably not, but it's a possibility, which I don't think a lot of people saw that being a possibility going into the regular season at all. I mean, I don't think a lot of people saw them in the playoffs, especially with Kawhi being injured to start off the year, them losing Paul George, and so it was a lot of unknown for this Clippers team this year. But so, we'll see what happens. They got to win this series first before we can start talking about OKC. I know it's going to be OKC. Whoever wins this series will play. It's not going to be Memphis. But, so Kawhi was brilliant tonight. Zubac was great, 16 and 12, 4 assists, 1 steal. James Harden had 18 points, 7 assists, 7 for 17, 4 for 11 from 3. He actually wasn't that bad from 3. It was actually some of the other shots, like his 2-pointers that he was a little bit more non-consistent from. James was in this game 2 for 6 from his 2-point shots, but from 3 tonight, James was 4 for 11. 13 points for Norman Powell. Shooting-wise, overall shooting, a bad 5 for 14, but from 3, Norman Powell was really good, 2 for 4 from 3, and I think Norman Powell what matters most was clutch when it mattered. He scored or assisted 5 of the 9 last Clipper points. Now, this started for the Clippers when they were down 97-96, and Norman Powell was driving to the basket, found Zubac, and assisted a Zubac and one. Zubac did miss the free throw, but then a couple of possessions later, the game is tied at 100, and Norman Powell hit a clutch three-pointer in this game. So Norman Powell, obviously not playing at the All-Star level we were talking about earlier in the season. I think a couple of reasons why Norman Powell has taken a step down. I think number one, it's because of an injury he suffered during the season. Number two, it's because Kawhi Leonard is on the court and he's playing this type of basketball. But at the same time, he can be clutch, and he was tonight. And that's great. 13 points, 3 assists, 3 steals for Norman Powell. And then outside of Zubac, Harden, and Kawhi Leonard, Chris Dunn, the other starter, played 29 minutes, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. 6 points for Nick Batum with 4 rebounds, 2 for 5 from 3, 2 for 5 from the floor. 6 points, Derek Jones Jr., 2 rebounds. Ben Simmons, 8 minutes. I liked what I saw from Ben Simmons in his 8 minutes. Now he made his one shot he took, scored 2 points. But here's what I really like from Ben Simmons in a whole sequence. We saw an amazing bullet pass that he threw. I believe it was to Derek Jones Jr. Amazing pass. It was probably one of the best passes of this game, and he did that. And then here's another thing that I really liked from Ben Simmons in this game. Now there was a stretch where he gets an offensive rebound on one possession. So this is all in order. He throws the bullet pass for the amazing assist. Then gets an offensive rebound, gives the Clippers a second chance in possession. I don't think the Clippers scored in that possession, but gets an offensive rebound. Then one of the next defensive possessions, might have been the next one, but it might have been that next defensive possession after the offensive rebound, if not the one after that. Ben Simmons draws a offensive foul. Christian Brown fouled Ben Simmons. And at the time, that was only Christian Brown's second personal foul of the game in the third quarter. But what it led to, because then we would see in the next couple minutes, Christian Brown would get his third and fourth fouls. So that offensive foul led to Christian Brown getting his third and fourth fouls later in that quarter. And the Nuggets had to pull Christian Brown out of the game. And not only that, but had to be a little bit more tight on playing, playing in the fourth quarter and how he plays defense. And Christian Brown is a really good defensive player, so that can make an impact. And the charge that Ben Simmons drew is what started Christian Brown's third quarter foul troubles. So yeah, and then Bogdanovic, 15 minutes, 0 for 5 from the floor, 0 for 1 for 3. He did not score. He had 2 assists, 1 steal. There was a really nice play where he made and this came off his steal, had a really nice steal. I'm trying to remember the player he took the ball away from. I can't remember. It might have been Westbrook, but I don't know. Or Jamal Murray. But he ripped the ball away. I think it was Jamal Murray. Ripped the ball away from Jamal Murray and makes an amazing pass for an open Clippers dunk. And that, I want to say, was Derek Jones Jr. as well. It was Derek Jones Jr. that had the dunk off the Bogdanovic assist, steal and assist. So he did have a really nice play there as well. So he didn't shoot the ball well particularly, but did make a really nice steal and assist play earlier in the game. So, and then let's get to the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic had a triple-double. 26 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, 8 for 16 from the floor, 4 for 8 from 3, 6 for 10 at the free throw line. Michael Porter Jr., 15 points, 15 rebounds. This made a difficult decision for David Adelman later in the game because Russell Westbrook was good off the bench again tonight. 14 points, 4 rebounds. The other day when Michael Porter Jr. was playing terrible, it was an easy decision for David Adelman to go with Russ late in the game. But it was a harder decision today because Michael Porter had 15 and 15, shot 6 for 11, and Russ had 14 points, 4 rebounds, shot 3 for 6 from 3, and he chose Michael Porter Jr. Jamal Murray had 23.6 assists, 9 for 17. Aaron Gordon had 14.6 rebounds, 5 for 13. Christian Brown had 2 for 7 shooting with 5 points, but 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And so, yeah, great win for the Clippers in Game 2. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out.